Alrighty, let's go. Let's do this. What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is Winning with Nico's podcast, Winning with Nico's YouTube channel. Uh, Again, we're here to share some experiences with you. With my good friend Michael. Hey, what's going on, Michael?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, man. Today, it's gonna be pretty interesting and pretty fun. Fun topic, fun. Few 20, 25 minutes at the most. We were talking about traveling. Traveling, yes, you heard it. Traveling. And Mike, hey, if y'all listening right now, if you don't know, Michael, hey, he's all over the place. He's been to like what 26, 27 countries or something like that.
20, 26.
Yeah,
26.
26. Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. So myself, I can count probably like six, seven. And I didn't get into traveling much until I met you. And I'm like, oh man, it's good to get out the United States and explore and see other cultures and see other things, do different activities, and uh, and we know traveling can be daunting to some people because they either say they don't have the money for it, or I just don't know where to go. No, there's so many parameters that can come into place, and people will just, to me and to you, based on how we're thinking, would say that's all excuses. If you really want to do it, you love traveling, or you would love to get out and do it. If it's that important to you, you'll find a way. Pretty simple. So what was let's bring this to you, man. What was your first country? The first country you visited?
All right, so pretty much I would say Haiti was the first country I visited because I never thought about that. Because I was born in America, and then at 5 years old I moved to Haiti. So, but
Oh,
I don't really count that as
nah,
far as
this don't
traveling.
count, bro. This
But
don't count.
but as far as when I joined the military and they sent me to England, that was the first time I've been like somewhere different. Like, mind you, when I joined I wanted to stay in Florida because that's where like some of my friends were, and I was like, it's closer to home. Then I'll be able to travel between me and my friends for like 8 hours and stuff. So I wanted to go like at this base in Florida. I put it as number one, and they gave it to me, and I was excited. And then 2 days later, they called me in the office. It was like, yeah, you're not going to England. You're going to England. And I was like, what? I was bummed. I was sad. I was like so in my head, just like, God damn. Like, sorry, but like, I almost cried and everything. And then one of the teachers pulled me over and was like, and trust me, man, in England, there's like black people, there's all types of, you're gonna love it. I would love to go overseas, not gonna be that bad. Now I just accepted it, but I was just like, eh. But man, looking back. But yes, England was the first country. I was a long way of saying England was the first time I've been outside of America like that.
Okay, awesome,
On
awesome.
my as an adult.
As an adult, all right, yeah. To me, contrary to you, the first country is, of course, the United States. The United States back in 2006. So when when I got to Miami, because that's where I landed, and and my mom came and picked me up, and then we started driving. Yo, when we were kids, we were watching TV, watching movies, see all those highways, Oh, bro, I'm telling you, I know, like, I was like this. Whoa, this is crazy. Um, Fast forward. Uh, well, we wouldn't count this as traveling though, because
Yes, no.
that's a
It's
move.
not on your own.
That's a move, man.
That's a move. That's not on your own. When you made yeah,
Yes, yes.
you did as an
But
adult.
yeah, exactly. Now talking traveling, I think the very first country I went to was, man, was it French Guiana? Yes, I think it was French Guiana. Uh, well, it is through the Air Force, and it's 30 days, man. No uniform, just it reminds me of home. It reminded me of Haiti, man, because
Really?
yes, they speak a different type of Creole, different dialect, and I remember one day I had to go in like, and I blended in, of course. I had to go into the farmers market like with flip flops on, shorts, and I'm over here bargaining with the locals with my broken Creole, with their version, because the school we were there for is to learn French. Well, I already know French, but they added a little bit of the Guyanese Creole. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can run with it, and it was a great time. The one thing though, I remember where we're staying at, the the hostess, they kept feeding us American food, and I'm like, hey, can we get some French food? Like, I'm, I eat American food in America. This is a French territory. Come on, give me some French toast, like the real French toast, like they call it in French, pain perdu. I'm like, I want some French toast. Like, oh, okay, is that what you want? Cool. But one thing that really stuck with me though, the uh, the people over there, they were really kind. They have uh, some traditions. The carnival, crazy. We just missed it though. We just missed it because we went there in May. Carnival was like in a February or March, something like that. And we were watching videos on how uh, they they doing the whole parade. I mean, what I got from the teacher is pretty much they welcome everybody. They're pretty friendly, and that was awesome. So,
And yeah,
what about
and
you, man?
that's a thing. My bad. I jumped in as soon as you said they're very friendly and stuff. And that's the thing that like most people I wish they knew is like when you go to these other places that you think you're hated at, most people are very welcoming, very open. Like they are so giving. Like it's like we are very like in America, most people are most like take. But as the more I travel, I kind of real like I'm a giver. So we're Haitian, you're a giver too, and stuff like that, right? So
Yep.
and there's a lot of people that are givers. It's like, but a lot of other cultures are more giving in comparison to American culture. So that's one thing I wanted to emphasize about like everybody's very welcoming. And then even in America too, a lot of people are like welcoming, but in comparison to everywhere else, it's like it's completely different.
Yeah. So with all the different countries you've been to, which
Okay,
place?
I'm going to try and remember them. I cannot remember all of them, but
Uh,
when I
but
went to
there's one that stick to you. There's one that
there's
like, oh
plenty.
yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty. Um, like when I went to England, of course, with the military sent me there, and then my friend, I was bored this weekend, and then my friend, I saw him in the parking lot, and then I asked him, "Hey, where you going?" He said, "Oh yeah, we're going to Amsterdam," and that's when I caught the bug. So he said, "You have 25 minutes to go buy your ticket, or we're leaving soon." And I was bored, and I was like, really? Do we? And I just went to my dorm, bought the tickets to the ferry to go to Amsterdam, came back. Turns out we didn't leave until 2 hours after, but still, I was on the trip. Amsterdam, first country. Then I went to Korea. I went to Scotland. I went to Hungary, Budapest, Hungary. I went to, did I say South Korea? That was
Yes.
another move. Then I went to Philippines, Indonesia. Oh man, so many. Thailand, Singapore, Bali, Indonesia. I think I might be repeating some of them, but it's
Yeah.
just so many. But then coming back here, I went to Puerto Rico, Cuba, Aruba, Colombia, um, Peru, Guatemala, um,
Panama.
Panama, Costa Rica. Yeah, it's damn. It felt good saying all those names.
Yes, I know. Now, right now, some people might be hating on us, but it's all good because there's a way you can do it. But with all these with all these countries that you visited, like now, which one or a couple, however many that lasted or give you had a certain imprint on you? Like, okay, you went there, you visited, you spent 2, 3, 4 days, but
Like one that had like a big impact on me, like made me
impact,
have
imprint,
like a
yep.
realization of something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one that could stick out that much, and I would say it's definitely I was just thinking the country, more Cambodia. Yeah, Cambodia is one.
Cambodia. Okay.
Yes,
How so?
because it was like everybody's so happy, very happy, like they don't have much at all. And there's a lake. It's like the lake is completely brown. The water is like pretty much dirt water, but they fish in there and everything, right? But it's like a big lake, and some people actually have their homes built on the lake because they call it lake people, and they have like whole markets in that like, but it's not that big. It's very poor. There's a lot of poor places in Cambodia, but yet everybody was happy. You see kids being happy. Kind of remind me of my childhood on when I was sometime when I would sneak out the house and just go places. Like everybody's just happy. Kids are happy. Older people are happy. They're giving. They opening. It's just that stuck with me. I was like, wow, that place is, yes, that's one I would say.
Okay, awesome. And I think and you were there too when we went to Peru. We went to Machu Picchu up top, seeing on top of the mountain, meditating. I think that was the first time too. I was trying to be really fully in the moment, um, grasping not just the little journey to the mountain, hiking all the way up there. Boy, it was hard, but
Yes.
when we were on top looking at the view, and I started thinking of about life in general, where I've been, what I've been through. I mean, not that I've been through a lot, like some crazy stuff. No, it's just in general, uh, uh, that I was blessed. I was blessed to be there because, and at the same time, I was grateful because a lot of people do want to travel, do want to see the world, uh, but for some reason they stuck somewhere. There's something holding them back, and I know this, you know this, and even them, they probably know this too. They're probably afraid of, taking a step forward towards, you know what? Let me do step number one. Let me get a passport. Let me get that done. Boom. Then number two, all right, let me now I don't want to stay off track. Let me budget for a trip or something like that. Let me put some money away, and then 6 months later, a year later, I see how much I have and then where I can go, what I can do with this. Something simple like this. I know that for myself, and I know that for you because we travel together. We travel just for experience, not for luxury. And some people, they do when they travel, they want to do the high
I do.
five-star hotel.
Do. Oh no, 5-star hotel. There's maybe at some point, but right now in my life.
Yeah, exactly. At some point, of course, at some point you want to be comfortable. You want to be like, oh yeah, I'm living the lifestyle. Yes, right now we're doing it for the experience, and it's all about convenience. So if you're thinking about, oh, you want a nice hotel, yes, you could do that. If you can afford it, no problem. But the thing is, think about convenience. You go there for experience, activities. All of these places have activities, and then you're gonna have fun, meet people, have fun, and take pictures, make memories. That's all life is about, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Yeah. So
Um, One thing I would just to add on to what you just say is that it was the number one thing I usually I try to tell everybody. Oh, because when you ask people like, what's your goal? What's everything? It's like, have enough money, but it's never about the money. It's about to do things, right? I have enough money to be able to travel, spend more time with family, but it's like traveling. A lot of people think that you need so much money. And one thing I've understood about traveling is just like it could be so cheap if you do it right. And most people don't know that. And that's what I was trying to tell everybody. And even Asher, I've been telling him for like 3 years, like travel with me. It's like, all right, when I get, it's not that expensive. And then when he finally traveled with me and he realized how cheap it could be. And his budget is lower than mine as far as like his spendings and responsibilities, because I have more debt than him, right? But the thing is, it's like I travel on a cheap because I'm frugal, and he travels like even cheaper than me because he's like, okay, this is just fine, and he understood. And even though I travel on the cheap, it could be even cheaper. There was a time where I was there and I built up. So that's why I'm not saying I wouldn't stay in the 5-star hotel, because I think at some point I will stay. Like one of my goals in life is to spend 2 nights in a hotel where it costs me $10,000 a night. Any hotel, but it has to be. I have to do that, like at least 2 nights. That's one of my goals. So, like, I
all right.
enjoy luxury, man. I'm very bougie.
Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
um, like just to give you a perfect example, I went to Guatemala, and when I was stuck, and I was supposed to be there for 4 days, and I got stuck all the way up to like 7 days. Not 7 days, like 10 days. I was there for 10 days. I spent less than $300. Less than $300. And I ate every day. I was out in these streets eating food up the street, buying, negotiating, buying souvenirs and stuff, indulging in activity, going out to bars and get some food, some drinks. And I spent less than $300. I'm just
Crazy,
saying
man.
it's very cheap. A lot of places. Some places are very expensive. Like it doesn't matter. Like Puerto Rico is not cheap.
Oh no, yeah.
No, yes, Puerto Rico was pretty expensive. Yeah, Costa Rica was okay. No, Costa Rica was good, but yeah, it's not expensive, people.
Yeah. So, what are some other experiences that I know meeting the people, the budget. So, uh, what's let's just say I want to go somewhere, I want to travel. What are the things that you would tell me? Hey, you know what you can do. This is what you can do. What are some of the things you would tell me? Because I started already. I started
Okay,
saying, get your passport, start budgeting for a little, put some money to the side and see
I got you. I
what you
got
can
you.
come up with. So what else would you share to our audience?
Ooh, I think I must take my glasses off for this one.
The teacher is speaking.
Yes. No, and you know what? Let me put them back on because I'm blind. Um. So pretty much, for me, for example, how I approach things is, and this is how I've been traveling for the last 5 years, is there are websites, there's like Priceline, and whatever, all these Hotwire, all these websites like where you could get plane tickets, right? Oh, I thought you was gonna.
Nah,
Yeah,
go ahead,
I
man.
was
Go
asking you
ahead.
a question. I got stuck for a second. Anyways, so pretty much what I usually do is I go on that website, um, and I just type in which airport that I'm going to fly at. Because you already mentioned have a passport
Mm-hmm.
and budget, right? The budget comes third to me. Budget comes third
Okay.
because you have your passport and that's done. Okay. Um, then what I usually do is on that website, it's called Airfare Watchdog, which is my favorite one. Why? Because the way it's set up is like I would just put fly from, and I could put any airport that I want to fly out of.
Okay.
Let's say I use McCarran, Las Vegas, right? McCarran, Las Vegas, and then I just hit set, and it shows you every flight within a time frame from that airport, and then I just put international or national, depending. I always do international, and then from there, I see what's in a price range that like I've paid. I used to be like, okay, I'm trying to pay less than $500 to $600 for a ticket, and then I go and then I see under that price range what country would be more likely, and I would choose 3 to 4, and I go visit to say what are some of the like national places, something that these places are famous for, and whichever one has the most, that's what I choose. And now I know how much my ticket costs. Okay. So now you go budget. All right, this costs this much, and then how much I'm willing to spend. I always tell people, always give yourself a good amount. Like when you're pinching, like trying to count money after money when you travel, it sucks. Give yourself a good amount. You don't have to spend all of it, but give yourself a good amount. So you go, you get your passport, you go on the website and find out which country you want to go to, you budget, and then make sure you try to like carry light, like just have like a one check-in bag so you don't have to stay. Have a big luggage. Yes, definitely. You find out the safety levels of the country. That's something I've always done because I'm prior military and I still do it. I still have to check the safety level, the threat levels, the areas of that country. But more often than not, the people from that place will already let you know where it's safe, where it's not. Mm-hmm. And you more likely will have a way better understanding than when you research them online. But yeah, those are the stats, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's great. That's great. So y'all, there it is. There it is. So pretty easy, simple steps, like 1, 2, 3 steps, right?
I don't know. It's just some steps.
We ain't counting. Yes, pretty much. So get your passport first thing. Get your passport. Go to the post office, man. Go online. Download the form. Come on, get it done. Get it done. There are a lot of other good life out there. You know, go enjoy life. A lot of us we want to be happy, and happiness is something we all chasing. Some people are chasing happiness by having more money. Some people are chasing happiness by having good relationship. Some people are chasing happiness by doing whatever they want. So whatever happiness is for you, whatever it is, first you gotta define it. What is happiness for you? Define it, know what it is, and then just go after it, man. Like go after it. What's stopping you? So do a little self-reflection. What's stopping you really from being happy? Whatever the case is, you know, what can you do about it? You know, find out what's in your control to work on that, so that way you go out there and be happy, man. Enjoy life. Nothing else matters. All right. So, hey, man, thanks, man. Great episode today, man. Not too long, you know, very simple, sweet, short, light, something to lighten the mood. Any departing words? You know, I know you always want to finish it dramatically. There's nothing dramatic now. Come on.
Yeah, there's nothing dramatic. It's just go travel.
All right. Cool. All right. Again, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming out. Everybody, thank you. Hey, if you like what we talk about, if you like this little channel, come on. Click on the like button, subscribe, and let us know what you think. And we would love to have your feedback and other content that we want to provide for you, because our goal is to inspire you to be the best you. Thank you. Love y'all. Yep. Bye-bye.